Today's lesson is graphing the equation of the line using the slope and y-intercept. In the equation, y equals mx plus b, m is our slope and b is our y-intercept. And we make use of these two in graphing the equation of the line. Say for example, we have here, identify the slope and y-intercept of the line from the equation y equals negative 2/3 of x minus x, and then sketch its graph. Okay. So first thing that we are going to do is we write first the equation of the line in the slope-intercept form. Y is equal to mx plus b. And then we are going to align the given equation in it so we can easily determine the slope and the y-intercept. So we have y is equal to negative 2/3 of x minus 5. So this only shows that our slope is negative 2/3 and our y-intercept is negative 5. So our y-intercept is the point with coordinate 0, negative 5, and our slope is equal to negative 2/3. Okay. The first thing that we are going to do in graphing it is plot first the y-intercept, and it is found in the lower part of the y-axis. And then after that, we're going to make use of the slope to determine other points lying on the line. Now, negative 2/3 can be expressed as negative 2/3, in which our run will move 2 units down from the y-intercept, and our run will move 3 units to the right. Okay, again, negative 2 means we're going to move 2 units down from the y-intercept for our rise, and move 3 units to the right for our run. Okay. Okay, from this y-intercept, we have 1, 2, and then 3 units, 1, 2, 3. This is our next point. Okay. Wala tayong enough space para pababa, so we can make use of the other form of the slope of the line, and that is positive 2 over negative 3, in which our rise is 2, and our run is negative 3. So, since our rise is positive going up, 1, 2, and then our run is negative 3, so we go to the left side 3 units. And then, we have this point. And then, we connect these 3 points. This is now the graph of the equation of the line y equals negative 2/3 of x minus 5. Let's have some practice. I want you to pause this video for a while and graph this given equation of the line. And after doing that, play the video again to check your work. Okay. So first is we are going to write the equation of the line in the slope-intercept form so we can easily determine the slope and the y-intercept. So our slope here is equal to 4. Okay. Then we have the y-intercept is the point with coordinates 0, negative 5 again. Okay. In graphing it, we plot first the y-intercept, and it's found again in the lower part of the y-axis. Then we make use of our slope to determine other points. Now, the slope equals 4 can be expressed as 4 over 1, or it could be expressed as negative 4 over negative 1. Okay? So, mean to say, kapag positive 4, ibig sabihin, 4 units up, and then 1 unit to the right. Ito naman, 4 units down, and then we have 1 unit to the left. Okay? Let's follow this. Let's start first with this one, kasi wala tayong enough space muna dito. So, we have 4 up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have 1. Okay. Ngayon, obviously, hindi natin makadugtong dito kasi wala tayong enough space. So, i-continue na lang din natin to gamit ito. So, continue 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units up. And then, 1 unit to the right. And then, we can now connect the 3 points, and then we have now the graph of the equation y equals 4x minus 5. Okay, let's have item number 2. Pause the video for a while and graph this equation, and then after doing it, play the video again. Okay, so here write first the equation of the line, the slope-intercept form, to easily determine the slope, which is equal to 1. Okay, let me check it. Okay, let's erase this part. So our slope here is understood to be 1. So our slope is 1 and our y-intercept is 4. So slope is equal to 1 and our y-intercept is the point with coordinates. Again, pag y-intercept, ang x natin ay 0, and we have 4. In graphing it, plot first the y-intercept, which is found on the upper part of the y-axis, and then we make use of this slope in determining other points. So, slope of 1 can be expressed as 1 over 1, okay? The negative 1 over negative 1. We have 1 over 1, that means 1 unit up, and then 1 unit to the right. We make use of this, 1 unit down, and then 1 unit to the left. Okay, so we have, let's follow the first one, 1 unit up, 1 unit to the right. So we have this point. Okay, so we follow this one first pala. So we have 1 unit down, 1 unit to the left. Then the other one, 1 unit up, and 1 unit to the right. Then connect the 3 points. Okay, so that's how easy it is. How about item number 3? Okay, pause the video again and then graph the equation of the line, then play it when done. So here, obviously, okay, we have mx plus b. Our slope is equal to 3/5. And then our y-intercept with coordinates 0 and 1. Okay, so actually naka-plot na pala dito. So tingnan natin yung mga points na nandito. So we have plot first the y-intercept, and that is the point with coordinate 0, 1, and then let's determine more points. Okay, now this slope can be expressed as, of course, negative 3 over negative 5, in which it means 3 units down, and then we have 3 units to the left. Okay, from this point, 3 units down, 1, 2, 3, and 5 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have that point. And then for the other one, we make use of this. This means 3 units up, and then we have 5 units to the right. 3 units up, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then we have now this line. So we have the graph of the equation y equals 3/5 of x plus 1. Okay, next. What if your equation is not in the slope-intercept form and you want to solve this one or graph this one using the slope-intercept form, okay, instead of making use of the x and the y-intercepts, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to write the equation of the line in the slope-intercept form first. 6x minus 3y is equal to 9. So we write it in the form y is equal to mx plus b. So what should be retained here in the left side is y. So we are going to transpose 6x. It becomes negative 6x. Then just copy 9. Then we have what's here is negative 3y. Okay. We need y here. So we need to isolate it by dividing both or all terms by negative 3. So we have y now is equal to negative divided by negative is positive. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Just copy x. Then positive divided by negative is negative. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So we have now our slope. Okay, this is now our slope. Our slope now is equal to 2. And our y-intercept b is equal to negative 3. So this can be expressed as 0.0, negative 3. Okay. So, in graphing it, we plot first the y-intercept. Here, it's found here. And then we make use of this slope to determine other points. Okay, this slope can be expressed as 2 over 1, or it can be expressed as negative 2 over negative 1. Okay, this means 2 units up, then 1 unit to the right. Then we also have here negative 2 means 2 units down and 1 unit going to the left. Okay. From the y-intercept, let's move 2 units up, 1, 2, and then 1 unit to the right. So we have this point. And then from the y-intercept again, move 2 units down, 1, 2, and then move 1 unit to the left. So we have this point, and then connecting them, we have now the graph of the equation of the line 6x minus 3y equals 9. For practice, I want you to pause the video again and graph this on your own. Then after graphing it, play the video again to check your work. So we have to write this one first in the slope-intercept form. So we're going to transpose x on the right side. So we have negative x, just copy 8 plus 8. Then what retains in the left side is 4y. Since we need y, so we have to isolate it by dividing both sides or all terms by 4. So we have now y is equal to negative x over 4. That means 1/4 ang ating slope. And our y-intercept is equal to 8 divided by 4 equals 2. Okay? So our y-intercept here is positive 2. Okay? So the y-intercept has coordinates 0, 2. Okay? So it's found here on the upper part of the y-axis, and our slope is equal to negative 1/4. Okay? So this can be expressed as this one or 1 over negative 4. Okay, make use of this slope. Okay? Now notice kung papunta, okay ko lang din pala. So we have here, let's make use of the first one. It means 1 unit down and then 4 units to the right. Okay, so 1 unit down and 4 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the second point. Then making use of this point to determine the other point, kaya pa ba natin? So we have 1 going up and then 4 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can extend again. Yeah, we wish to have more points going here. So we have 1 going down and then 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then we connect now the line. Okay, including this. Okay, next, pause the video again and sketch the graph of the given line, then play after when done. Okay, let's write this one in the slope-intercept form. So transpose positive 3x here. So we have negative 3x plus 12. Then what's left here is negative 4y. Then to get y, we divide both sides by negative 4 or all terms by negative 4. So we have y now is negative divided by negative is positive. So we have 3/4 of x. Positive divided by negative is negative. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So obviously our slope here is 3/4, and our y-intercept has coordinate 0, negative 3. In graphing it, plot first the y-intercept, which is found here. And then we make use of the slope. Okay, positive muna tayo. So mean to say, our rise is 3, so 3 units up. And then we have 4 units to the right. So we have 3 units up, 1, 2, 3, and 4 units to the right. And it's found here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then, you can also have another point, okay, below the y-intercept by making use of the slope, negative 3 over negative 4, since it yields positive 3/4 na slope. Okay? Ibig sabihin nito, we have 3 units down, and we have 4 units going to the left. So we have down 1, 2, 3, and going to the left 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have this point and then connect them. Then we have now the graph of 3x minus 4y equals 12. Item number 3, pause the video again and then graph this. Okay, first is you're going to write the equation in the slope-intercept form by transposing 3x to the right side. So what we have now is negative 3x, then just copy 6 plus 6. Then you have positive 2y in the left side. We need y, so Divide both all terms to 2. So we have y is equal to negative 3 halves of x plus 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. So therefore here, our slope is negative 3 halves and our y-intercept has coordinates 0 and 3. So in graphing it, we plot first the y-intercept on the upper part of the y-axis 0x, then we have y3. Then we make use of the slope, okay, which can be expressed in two ways. First is the negative sign is found in the numerator, so it means 3 units down, and then we have positive numerator, meaning to say 2 units to the right. Okay, so we have 3 units down, 1, 2, 3, and 2 units to the right, 1, 2. And this is the point. We can also add other points by making use of the other way of expressing the equation of the slope of the line. We have, say, slope is equal to, our numerator is positive and our denominator is negative. This means 3 units up and 2 units to the left. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, and 2 units going left. So we have this point. Then, draw a straight line to connect the points. Okay, that's how easy it is. I hope you were able to get all the items correctly. For the graded part, you're going to answer now activity number 14 on page 36 of your book. Okay, so see you in our next video lesson.